including the members of the committee, that it will take 2 weeks, even though I knew it will not take me more than 1 week. This was because I didn't want anyone to influence the fact-finding committee's decision. So I decided to submit the report and resign. Amun also said that he has never been one to remain in a position longer than necessary once he has fulfilled the responsibility entrusted to him. This is what he said again. Let me quote him. Moreover, I am not someone who will spend more than enough time in a position. Meanwhile, the NFF inaugurated the committee on August 17, 2026, following a string of disappointing results by Nigerian national teams, particularly the Super Falcons. The failure of the Super Falcons to qualify for the World Cup means that Nigeria will miss the Women's World Cup for the first time since the competition was introduced in 1991. However, the committee's mandate extends beyond the Super Falcons. NFF President Ibrahim Musa Gusau charged it with investigating the direct and remote causes of the recent poor performances of Nigerian national teams in international competitions. The committee was chaired by Ambassador Fani Amu, MON, with former Nigeria under-20 coach Ladan Boso, former Super Falcons star Desire Paranozie, former Super Eagles midfielder Mutia Adepoju, and Dr. Alex Mana serving as members of that committee. Nasiri Jibril was appointed secretary of the committee. The members were selected from different areas of Nigerian football, bringing experience in administration, coaching, playing, and officiating. The committee was tasked with investigating the reasons behind Nigeria's recent national team setbacks and examining the circumstances surrounding the Super Falcons' failure to qualify for the 2027 Women's World Cup. It was also mandated to engage individuals connected to the issues, receive memoranda and views from interested members of the public, and make recommendations aimed at addressing the challenges affecting Nigerian football. At its inauguration, Gusau gave the committee 2 weeks to complete its assignment and submit their report. Amun has pledged that the committee will approach the task diligently and objectively, and with the intention of establishing the facts and making recommendations in the interest of Nigerian football. The report could potentially address several areas, including technical preparation, coaching, player selection, administration, logistics, federation structures, grassroots development, and accountability. The NFF has, however, not publicly released a detailed list of specific issues or individuals the committee was expected to investigate. So, guys, listen, everybody listening right now. What this simply means is that the committee have finished their findings, they have finished their investigation. The investigation have ended, and they have submitted their findings. So they are through with the investigation, and they have already submitted their findings to the NFF. And according to Fani Amu, he's saying that I have submitted the report of the investigation from the committee. They have just submitted their investigation. So he decided to resign so that nobody will influence anything. So that is what he's saying. That was why he said, I resign as the committee chairman because we have submitted our report. Now, we are waiting. What Nigerians are asking for is, when will the NFF make this report public? Nigerians are waiting to see the report of the committee for us to know what went wrong. What are the reasons why the Super Falcons failed? What are the problems? Are we going to see the real report from this committee? These are the questions, the pertinent question everybody's asking right now. Since the committee have finished their investigation, when are we going to see it? When will it be made public? That is the question now. Mr. J is here. Mr. J, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Obi Sports. Good morning, everyone out there listening to us. Obi, how have you been?
I'm good, my brother. I'm good. How are you?
Fine. So we the committee set up to investigate what went wrong with the very woeful performance of the Super Falcons. Said they have submitted their report. Means they've concluded their findings. And we don't have to speak for ourselves or speak based on emotion here. We have to know what the report says. The report says, so exactly. That we will work on whatever the outcome of the report is. All we are interested is getting whatever is responsible to make Nigeria football proper. We have, God has blessed us with all it takes to make a very good mark in football, most especially in football. God has blessed us with wonderful talent.
Lot of talent.
Wonderful talent. So it's shameful, and for the fact that, well, let me not go over to WAFCON, because if you talk of women football, we are a trademark name in Africa.
Mr. J, I think something that will be on top of that findings.
I look at the detailed.
For me, I think number one thing that should be on top of that finding is our inability to prepare for tournaments, especially the Super Falcons.
Exactly.
We don't prepare them very well.
It's not just the Super Falcons.
We assume.
Have you forgotten that we have even adopted that saying that we grow into competition?
Understand this. I understand where you're coming from, Mr. J, but I have noticed that the under 23, the under 20 female team, they have been in camp since.
Yeah.
The under 17, the same thing. They have been in camp. The men's side as well. They start camping ahead of time.
Yeah, but for that particular way,
Super Falcons, this is something that we have noticed from the past tournament. We assume we are better than everybody in Africa, so we don't need too much preparation. They can go and do it, even if it is 1 week training, 2 weeks training. They can go and do it.
But it's sure now.
Football has evolved. Women's game, the amount of money coming into women's game, ladies are picking interest in football. Young girls are picking interest in football. Go to Spain. Barcelona is churning out academy players every day. Girls, academy players that are girls. And you tell me that Spain will find it difficult to have a shortage of players. How? Real Madrid academy, the ladies are also academies everywhere now. It was recently that I saw that Liverpool women, they have their feeders academy. Also the Man United, everybody now have female team, academy female team. The way they are taking the younger male team, they are taking the female ones as well. They train you, watch you grow.
It's a very serious. Female football is no longer what it used to be.
But
clubs are committing funds into it because it has become a very good business.
Do you know how much Arsenal have made from their women's team?
FIFA is tell me.
Do you remember how much Arsenal made from their women's team?
The female, from the
talking
of
Barcelona
team.
Last season. Do you know how much their female team brought into the Barcelona team?
For Arsenal to allow their women's team to be playing in the Emirates Stadium means they have seen that there is future.
They train with the guys football. Now. They train with the guys as well.
So that is to tell you that it's not something we should.
Do you know one thing? Let me shock you now. Everton, they moved to their new stadium.
Yes.
Their old stadium, they gave it to their women's team.
Imagine.
Liverpool left Melwood to AXA Training Center. They gave the Melwood Training Center to their
women's team.
They bought it back. They sold it to. But when they saw the important, they had to buy the Melwood Training Center back and hand it over to the female team.
It's a very good business. FIFA is even paying attention. The world entirely, not just FIFA. The world is paying attention to women's
game, and we don't want to take it serious.
We should, and God has blessed us with being the pillar of women's football in Africa. So all we need to do is to hold on to it properly, very, very well. We wait to see what the fact-finding report tells us.
All right, guys. I think okay. We'll be by 9:45. We're going on a break to pay some bills. But right now, let's go to the next story, Mr. J. We'll have another story to read here. Nigeria under 23 team will begin their campaign for a place at the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations on the 20th Africa in the second qualifying round after receiving a bye in the opening round. The draw has handed Nigeria a tie against the winner of the first round clash between Mauritania and DR Congo. The Olympic Games bound side must overcome their hurdle to progress to the final qualifying round, where they will face the winner between Burkina Faso and the winner of the game between Sierra Leone and Burkina Faso. Between Burkina Faso and the winner of the game between Sierra Leone and Zambia. Nigeria will need to prevail over the two legs in the final round to secure qualification for the under 23 AFCON, which will be hosted by Egypt. The tournament will also serve as a qualifying competition for the Olympic Games, with the continent leading on the 23 teams battling for places at the global showpiece. Mr. J, just 2 slots,
For-
2 African slots for the Olympics.
So we should be up and doing.
Exactly.
Right.
Coach Eric Chell, it is in your hands now. This team is in your hands. You are the under-23 coach. You are the Super Eagles coach. So it is in your hands. Start scouting for players that will play in the under-23. Well, we have them already. The likes of Zadok Johanna,
We have players.
Aziz, Femi Aziz. So,
Assembling them and making
Exactly.
them a proper team is what
Exactly.
is left to be done.
so we have the under-23 boys who can call upon. Let him start now because the qualifiers will soon kick off. All right, moving on to the next one. Mr. J. Nigeria, Brazil, and the USA are set to make history by becoming the only 3 nations who have participated in the every edition of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup since the tournament was inaugurated in 2002. The trio has featured at every edition of the FIFA Premier Global Competition for Women's Youth Football, with the 2026 tournament set to mark the 12th edition of the championship. The Falconets have been one of the most consistent teams in the history of the competition. The West African side have reached the final twice, finishing as runners-up in 2010 and 2014, while also recording several deep runs at the tournament. Brazil, likewise, have been ever present and remain one of the traditional powerhouses on the women's youth powers of the women's youth football. The South Americans finished as runners-up in 2002 in the inaugural edition, and they have consistently been among the competitive teams at the tournament. United States, meanwhile, won the inaugural edition in Canada in 2002, and they have remained a regular force in the competition. The FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup has grown considerably since its debut, providing a major platform for emerging female talent who have gone on to become stars of international game. For Nigeria, continued participation is particularly significant, as the Falconets remain an important pathway for developing players for the senior national team, the Super Falcons. As the 2026 edition approaches, Nigeria, Brazil, and the USA will look to extend their remarkable attendance record while competing for another opportunity to lift the coveted trophy. Mr. J,
It's a good news.
one thing I want us to also look at is